And greetings, Johnny here from Chronic Health, the making of a high-performance individual with raw plant-based and fruits, mostly fruits. So this is an update of what I'm doing, which is the transition from plant-based to raw plant-based, mostly fruits. And by now, today is Sunday, June the 25th. So I have another 20 more days total from the transition, and I've been doing great, right? The transition hasn't been that hard, and it hasn't been that hard because I'm already plant-based, so, or vegetarian, whatever you want to call it. I'm not into labeling myself anything, right? I just want to be as natural as possible as I age. I age 52 right now. So basically, I went 4 years ago, and I went through this transition when I was going to go plant-based. And I went plant-based, not because I was sick, because many people ask me, well, what you suffer from? Do you have any diseases? Or I am actually in pretty good health and in pretty good shape, both. I did a blood work in January, and all my markers are in perfect shape, right? But back at that time, when I was 40 years old, one of my business partners, who at that time was 74 years old, and right now he's 78, he just looks amazing. He sleeps about 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. And he's fully rested. And multi-million-dollar company, and he does very well for himself. His wife at that time was 68 years old. And now she's 72. They haven't changed in 4 years. They look amazing. Amazing for what they're doing, how they're doing it, and for their chronological age. And I like to think that their biological age is the way it's supposed to be. Because there's a lot of people out there who claim, well, you know, I reverse age, I'm anti-aging, and now I'm aging 6.2. No. I think you're not understanding this. You are aging, or you're getting closer to aging the way that you're supposed to. There's no such a thing as an anti-aging. We're gonna age nonetheless, no matter what, regardless, right? Unless you stop the moon from going around the planet and the planet from going around the sun, the clock is ticking. There's no way of going back. What's happening, what's happening with me, is a lot of people, and I'm not bragging here, but I'm saying this because I'm 52 years old, in great shape, great health, and a lot of people telling me, you look amazing for your age, and that is not what's happening here. What's happening is most of the people my age look like crap. They look really bad. So when they look at me, they think I look great, and it's not the case. The case is I am trying to get, right, as natural as possible to the way I'm supposed to be or age at this age, which is 52. So most 52, 53, 52, 51, 50, even 49, they look like crap. So when they look at me and say, you look great, no, you look like crap, so you think I look great. And that's what's happening with those people. Say, well, I'm aging 0.8. No. You're getting closer, or you are at that point where you're aging at the way people are supposed to age. You're not stopping the clock. You can't stop the clock, right? The whole ecosystem, the whole universe is moving forward. You cannot go backwards. Right? There's only the present moment. That's another thing that people say, well, you need to be present. And I don't understand. What do you mean? Is there any other way to live than the present moment? Right? Now, going back to my transition. 4 years ago, it was a challenge. Somebody asked me if I ever had a single meal, one single meal, without any animal products. From eggs, cheese, yogurt, meat, steak, chicken, pork, whatever, elk, whatever. And you know, I gotta go. I just try to go back in time and try to think about, you know, unless I had a fruit salad or an apple, but most of my meals, my main meals, right, no snacks, they all contain animal products. but there was a chicken soup, all of them. So the challenge was to go 1 month, 4 weeks, without any animal products to see the results. How would I feel without animal products? And understanding that my body will go into shock, right? My microbiome, it was addicted at that time to animal products. I was pretty healthy at the time, right? And I tried to go. So it took me 9 to 12 months to go 1 single week without any animal products. It was almost impossible. I will try and I will fall back. I will try 2 or 3 days, fall back. The size of pizza has pepperoni, cheese, ham and cheese sandwich in the morning, cheese sandwich, a steak, an egg, a yogurt, ice cream. I got kids, so it was a challenge. And it's still a challenge, right? But I was decided to conquer that. And was pre-pandemic, right? Well, eventually I went after 9, 10, 12 months, almost a year, went 1 week without animal products. That was extended to 5 weeks, right? And then it took me from the 12 months from the year that I achieved my week, I went from 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I start to see the results of it. And the results are just amazing. You can call it placebo effect. You can call it quantum biology, quantum mechanics, whatever you put in your head, that's what you're gonna get, manifesting whatever. The changes that I see in my body, the clarity of my mind, understanding that I did not, listen man, I'm not not trying to change anybody's mind. I'm not a coach, I'm not a master, I'm not a professional, I'm not an expert. What I'm doing and what I'm documenting is I'm getting a lot of questions. A lot of people are interested. They're so interested as I was. So I'm more like a spotter, like I'm a 2-step above you, right? And I'm giving you maybe a road for how this can be done. It can be easier, but I'm here to tell you the results. So once you're on the other side, all the BS that people tell you that you need animal products for this, for that, nonsense. No, none of that is true. It's actually misleading, right? Misinformed, uneducated. These people that claim that they are no experts. And I'm not here to debate with anybody, right? I'm not. If somebody wants to debate, I will debate you, and I give you the science, and I'll look at how do I look, how it makes me feel. But the reality is that, how do I put this? I can put it like this: the planet Earth, right, is 3/4 water. The human body, right, is also 3/4 water. It's not coincidence. The planet, 3/4 waters. Human body, 3/4 waters. Correct? Right? Don't you think that we should be eating foods that contain 3/4 water, at least 70%, 75% or more water? If you go to the Far East, the diets are completely different from the West. On the West, it's all salty, dry. You gotta eat meat. You gotta eat this. Then you have the Okinawa diet, and then you have the people from the Mediterranean, right? That they pass easily 100. What's going on here? So that my intent at the beginning was just a challenge, but once I start seeing the changes, the results, right? One of the main results was that at 48, 49, I started losing my hair. I gained all my hair back. I had a huge hole back here. I got gray hair everywhere, and as you can see, I hardly have any. I have few, yes, and if I have any right now, it's here on my chin, gray hair, and that started now that I turned 52 this year. At the beginning of this year in January, I started getting visible gray hair here on my chin, And that's why I started investigating. I was plant-based for 4 years, and now I'm going raw plant-based, mostly fruitarian, mostly fruits. Because once I get one simple example of somebody who's done this before, anybody who's done this before, I think it's possible. That's what I'm saying. If you want to call it placebo effect, or if you want to say that this is quantum biology or quantum mechanics, whatever you put in your head, manifesting, this is working, right? I notice the changes on my skin, on my sleeping patterns, the clarity of the mind, the way you understand things, your senses, vision, I don't wear glasses, sense of smell, insane, hearing, right? Touching, you have it's just, I'm going back in time. No, not going back. That's what I'm trying to say here. That you cannot stop aging, right? What we must misunderstanding is that we aging the wrong way. People just getting old. People turn 50 and that's it. They're done. And that does not seem to be the case with the people that I had met. Few examples, right? The people that I know that are fruitarians and raw plant-based are 5, 6 that I found online. There's nobody wants to do this. It's too hard. It's too difficult. I was deficient of this. I was deficient. No. The microbiome is addicted to what you eat right now. Your microbiome, my microbiome, is addicted to what we eat right now. So once you try to do that switch, that change, the microbiome is upset, doesn't like it, doesn't want it, right? And you reject what you try, the change that you try to provide or try to implement. So that's where I'm at right now. However, there's ways to do this that look, it's a transformation. This is not a change, right? A change is an improvement. A transformation, right, is nothing from the past will remain. This is all brand new. Change and improvement. Transformation is nothing from the past remains. And that's what I'm trying to do here. This is a transformation. And I'm trying to do this as I get into my 50s. I'm 52 right now, because I just don't want to get old. I just think it's possible. No, it's not to get old. Age gratefully, the way we are supposed to. Now, there's a bunch of people out there, experts, and I listen to all of them, and most of them are very likable, very knowledgeable in what they look. Everybody can make up their own argument and they explain the pills, and 60 pills, 100 pills, meat, no meat, carb, no carbs, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And everybody, I think everybody's right. The route that I'm trying to get into is I don't want to take injections. I don't want to take 3-4 injections a day. I don't want to take 60 pills. I don't want to live in a box. I don't want to go to sleep every day at the same time. You can't go to sleep every day at the same time. So what do you mean? What I'm trying to say is that people say you go to sleep at the same time. Chronologically, right? Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we started the summer the 21st, right? From here on, every day, like the day, during the day, right? It's shorter every single day, between 30 seconds and a minute and a half. Check. Every day will be shorter, right? So if you think you're gonna go to sleep every day at 9, you're making it a habit. And that's exactly what I want to avoid. I don't want any habits in my life. I don't think a habit is a good idea. There's no such a thing as a good habit. And what I'm trying to say is a habit is you doing something because you're doing it. You're not conscious. I want to be able to read things. I want to be able to send things. I want to be able to choose, be flexible. I want to be conscious, more aware, more conscious. A habit, what does it mean? At this time I do this, at this time I do this, I do this, I do this, like a bot. I want to be conscious. So I'm the opposite. I don't want to take pills. If I want to go on a trip on a desert island, or I want to climb a mountain, I can't take 60 pills. If I gotta go through the airport with injections, no. So you become handicapped, don't you? If you have to go on a trip and you take 60 pills every day, and you go for 7 days, how many pills is that? you become handicapped or you become dependent. Now, am I saying it's wrong to do it? No, I'm trying to delay this as much as possible. The only thing that makes sense to me is this. You cook it, you kill it. You cook it, you kill it. So I want to eat raw things. And the planet is 3/4 water. The human body is 3/4 water. So doesn't it make sense that the kind of food that we consume should be 3/4 water? Another thing that nobody can explain to me is the protein. We need amino acids, not protein. The building blocks, all protein. You need to consume 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. We're water. 3/4 of the human body is water. Between 12 and 13% of the body is carbon, earth. How do you account for all this protein? Doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. Maybe 12-13% max is solid carbon. That's what we are. Yeah, what everybody's telling you is poison. Carbon. That's what we are. We're literally carbon, piece of carbon, and the rest is water. So it makes sense to me that the food that we consume should be 3/4 water, right? And alive. What is nature giving you, giving us? Like this. Like this. And if you don't take it, it throws it on the floor. Fruits. Simple. You get a mango season here in South Florida, there's mangoes everywhere. Like this, take it, you don't take it, goes on the floor. The apple, take it, you don't take it, goes on the floor. Full of water, alive, alkaline, ionized. It's alive, the fruit is alive. Unless it's rotten, that fruit is alive. With already super filtered water, which is I've been researching these fruitarians, they don't drink water. They drink coconut water, and the water that they get is from the fruits. Now, let's say you, someone like me, I like to work out. I love calisthenics. I love to go to the gym. I love to get my legs pumped up. I like to be in shape. I like to run, swim. I'm swimming right now. I'm giving up the gym because I lost like 9 pounds total, right? But I'll go back into calisthenics, which is something I love. Pull-ups and dips and chin-ups and... So then you're gonna have to get some sort of protein, maybe, right? And I'm still investigating, I'm still researching, right? For that, you get most of your proteins. You get it from seeds, nuts, legumes. There's ways to get better protein, superior protein. Because if you eat a piece of meat, right, which is very acid to the body, the first thing you do is you cook it, right? Unless you're French and you eat it raw, right? French eat it raw. Piece of tuna, that's why fish could be better if it's a ceviche or a piece of tuna that is raw. It's much better. The problem is you combine tuna with rice, so you do more alkaline with something that's more acid, and the body, the digestion becomes a mess. The body doesn't know what to do, which way to go. What do we do here? What is this? And when it becomes so heavy on the system, right, it takes too long to digest. It takes a lot of hours for digestion. Then you fall back into, you have to sleep a lot of hours, right? And you gotta understand this. If you go to sleep with something in your stomach, right, and you're still digesting, if you're not fully digested, that's why after 6 o'clock, there's nothing for me to eat. Nothing. And I go to sleep at 10, so I got 4 hours if. So, but I try to sleep, I try to eat early. Try to eat before 4 o'clock. So I want to give myself more time now, because I noticed that I need less hours of sleep if I don't have anything on my system at all. If I'm completely, not only digested, but I evacuate it. Why? Because the signal from the brain, digest. Even though you think you're sleeping, the body's still working on digesting. Or, well, how do we? You eat a banana, becomes you. You eat whatever you eat, becomes you. Right? Water becomes you. right? It's a complex process of this supercomputer that's got that, and that's one of the keys. One of the keys for sleeping less and be fully rested. I want to make sure we understand that. I'm going to sleep as many hours as I have to be fully rested. If it's 8 hours, it's 8 hours. But I know people that sleep 4 hours and they're fully rested. That's a question for the experts there, right? And the transition is much easier if you're an athlete, if you're in shape. You have to love this. You have to understand. I love to work out. I love to be in shape. I love to feel pumped up. Right now, I feel like a little bit, oh my God, I lost my arms and my legs, my butt. Total 9 pounds I lost, right? And I'm gonna get it all back. But it's much easier if you're in shape. It takes a toll on the body. You know, you gotta be constantly fasting. There is something called the mucoid plaque, all right? Which is, that's something I noticed. No more mucus, no more phlegm, no more mucoid. Unclean. My skin was breaking out badly. I didn't know from where. I'm eating fruits, I'm eating juice. What's going on? Your body reacts. It's just ejecting all the toxins that have been there built forever. And so, and I know there's a lot of people out there who say, oh, I tried to go plant-based, but I couldn't. It was not enough. If you have 20, 15, 20, 30 years, right, of this diet, it's not gonna go overnight. What you have to do is when you get sick, when you get weak, is accelerate the process of detoxing by going deeply into fasting. Water fasting, juice fasting. Is the other way around. No go fall back. Once you are on the other side, like I am, you just don't go back. You get this clarity in your head, right? You not only you understand, you cannot conceive what you were doing before. I just don't see myself going back to eat meat. I'm like, no. Now, is this about my values, my morals? Am I a Karen? This got nothing to do with it. For me, it's what works. This has got nothing with the animals. You know, if I will have to, I will eat your dog. I will eat your cat. Oh no, my dog, no. What's the difference between eating a horse and a cow? What's the difference between a chicken, a cat, a dog? When you're on this side, you understand things differently. We are not really designed to eat meat, but we eat meat for need. When there was a period where we had a need, we ate the meat. But nowadays, no, you don't need it. Oh, I don't need it. If you need it, I'm not trying to change your mind, go your way. But if you're one of those like me who want to come to this side, and I'm gonna look amazing, and from here within a month, I give myself 45 days. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna take some pictures, make some videos to make it look, because you can gain weight, you can blah 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 blah. Now, if your intention is to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger or be a bodybuilder, that's not my intention at my age. I wanna be lean, I wanna be ripped, as skinny, as lean as possible, right? I'm not gonna say skinny, but as lean as possible, but with a muscle mass, right? Enough to support the frame, to do my calisthenics, to do my push-ups, back flip, front flip. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna prove that this is. But what I get is my skin, my hair. This is amazing. This is amazing. And my tummy is empty, constantly empty, and the clarity that I get for work, for everything, which is what I want. It's not anti-aging, it's aging gratefully. This is working for me. I know a few people who have done this before, and they're on the other side. Some people just fruitarians, and then there's another dimension which is breadarians. Hopefully I'll get to that level, but it takes a while. But for now, the process is like this. If you eat junk, you have to give up on junk. Eat your healthy, right? From healthy, you have to go give up meat. From me, you have to give up all animal products and get in the rhythm. Change your mind, transformation, right? But once you're on this side, you understand, you just don't go back. You have everything you need on the planet. It's very simple. There's no cooking, there's no grease. You go to the bathroom, it's in and out. You sleep best, you're best. And it's just so much fun. Oh, that's another thing. You gotta have fun with this. If you are someone who's, oh my God, you're suffering with this, you're just not gonna be able to make it. I am having fun with this. I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. It's a challenge. I'm going David Goggins because it's hard. I'm going to do it. But once you go to the other side, you just don't come back. You need to be in shape for this process to be easier, right? And the juicing and the fruits, your body is this supercomputer, this human mechanism. It's amazing. once you rebuild that microbiome, your microbiome will get all the nutrients that you possibly need from raw plant-based and fruits. From your spinach, from your kale, from your people who tell you, no, you can't get this, they don't know. They have no idea. The body will make wonders with what you give them. Right now, you're eating meat, your body's doing wonder with meat, right? Pescarian is doing wonders with pescarian. What I'm trying to do is cut things off to just get back to my natural way to age. How a 52 going 53 is supposed to age. And if I look for one example, like I said, this guy is 78 years old. He looks like he's 45. He sleeps 4 hours. You know, he's got sales of 120, 130 million dollars a year. Everything is in place. He's got it going on. Look, it's a different way of life. It's a lifestyle, but everything falls in place, right? Money, we all want money. Money-wise, lifestyle, you just gotta change. And if you have to go solo, well, listen, I don't care. Now, how am I doing with my kids? My kids are 14 years old. I'm trying to increase the amount of fruits and vegetables they eat, but I'm not cutting them off. See, what I'm trying to do is very simple here, right? So you're in the plane, the masks fall off, you put the mask first before you put it on them. I want my kids to see what I'm doing and get interested. If it works for me, right, it will work for them, but on their pace. Why? Because I'm doing this I started at 48 and my kids are 14. You know, I'm not gonna cut them off. You can't all eat this. And I'm also not a Karen, you know, going around, oh my God, the animal, fuck animals. I don't care, whatever. The cows, what works? And it works for me. No animals. No animal products. Nothing at all. Of course, no sugars. Of course, nothing that is packed or refined or, you know, we know what we're talking about, which way we're going. We're going the healthy side. So, and I'm doing great. I'm sleeping really good. I'm feeling really good. I lost a lot of weight. The stuff that is coming out is just insane. I don't even know from where. The stuff is stuff that is being stuck in on my walls, or my intestines, or my GI tract. Nasty, but it's gotta go. It's gotta go, and I know this is working really good. I'm feeling really good. For now, what I'm doing right now is in the mornings, I wake up, waking about 4:30 in the morning average, and I'm doing 1 hour yoga, right? Breathing exercises, very important. We gotta understand that oxygen is one of the, I know everybody says that oxygen is the number one nutrient for the body, but we need to understand that it's hydrogen, right? And I don't know how it's involved, but it's hydrogen, right? The universe is the estimates between 75% to 90%, everything is hydrogen, right? and then oxygen, which is what we breathe. But the human body is H2O, water. H2O hydrogen, 1 of oxygen, so hydrogen. And I don't know why nobody just asks those questions. Oh no, oxygen, without oxygen you can't go without oxygen 2-3 minutes. Yeah, but the universe is made out of hydrogen. Hydrogen, helium, is that the way it goes? Hydrogen is number 1, then helium, so we are hydrogen. Then oxygen, then water, the combination, hydrogen and oxygen. Those are the number 1 nutrients. I don't understand why people keep telling me you gotta eat protein, and I'm like, what? From what? From what? They don't make any sense. When you ask these questions, they're like, So if somebody knows, please, I got questions. And I got people asking me about all these things, right? It's just a transformation. You gotta make up your mind first that this is gonna work for you, that this is what you wanna do. Put it in your head, and then go for it. It's gonna be difficult. That's what we're doing it, because it's difficult, right? Because on the other side, the rewards are, you're gonna find out how are you supposed to really age naturally. Not like right now, we see all these people getting old so quick. No, we need to go all the way to 120, 130. Like I said, my dad is 84. He was complaining when he was 80. But my grandma lived until 103. I had a grandpa that lived until 105. What? With all the comfort, all the advances in technology, we should easily go to 120, 130. My target would be 150, but in one piece. What would be the purpose? That's another thing. My purpose, my mission. Forget about that nonsense. I'm here to do what it works. I have no purpose, I have no mission, I have no idea what we are doing here. We are a dot in the middle of the universe. If planet Earth disappears tomorrow, right? The Milky Way will not even notice. The Milky Way would not even notice. So within this scheme of the entire universe, you need to understand life is not human-centered. Nobody cares about your purpose. Nobody cares about your mission. You're going. Time is ticking, and we're going straight into the ground, into the grave, whatever. We're gonna be topsoil. So what we're trying to do here is find out capabilities, potential. What can we do with this? We're awake. We're conscious. That's why no habits. Conscious, right? And have fun with it. If any purpose, if any mission, have fun with it. Have fun at what we're doing. Have fun alive. And that's what I'm doing. It's working for me. I'm loving it and I'm having fun. I'm doing a lot of research. I'm following a lot of people here, right? Everybody's got their own opinions, and everybody, you gotta eat this, you gotta eat that, you don't have to eat, your kidney, your liver. I'm like, you don't know how it's called. I'm like, what works? I don't even know the names of this. I'm not technical, I don't, the kidney is named the kidney because somebody named it the kidney. The elephant is called an elephant because somebody named it the elephant. The names are not important. My name is Gianni. My name is Hugo. They call me Gianni. But I didn't even give myself that name. So my dad and my mom gave it to me. That's not you. So when you say, I am, no, you're not. We understand that? And with that, I'm going to leave you because I already went for 30 minutes. I'm going to post that. Keep asking your questions. Like I said, I'm not your coach. I'm just 2 steps ahead of you. Those people asking questions. Do it. Go for it. Make up your mind and go all the way. Raw plant-based, mostly fruits. Get your water from there. And from there, in a couple of years, we're going to go breatharian, which is I found 3-4 people, breatharians. Nobody goes, oh, that's impossible. If it's not in your head is just memory. If it's not in your head, it's because you've never seen it. You can't calculate it. It's never been recorded. That's why it's just the potential. We don't know what we're capable of. We don't know what is truly our potential. And I want to do this without all these millions of supplements and pills and injections and all that. If I can just wait as much as possible, right? That's great. Right, and so far I don't need any of that nonsense. I'm feeling good, And thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.